Let's make a bridal bouquet for someone who ordered a bouquet from our elopement package on our website. Lately, I've been feeling like my bouquets have been following sort of a formula, and I wanted to break away from that in 2026. This first order of the year was actually the perfect time to do that because when I asked them if they had anything specific in mind, they said they didn't. So I took that as an opportunity to do something that I haven't done before. I started by stringing some hyacinth on these wires. This is going to act as a cascading moment in the bouquet. I always love a cascading moment, but I tend to use amaranthus for that, and I didn't want to do that here, so I thought of this alternative. Using the hyacinth as my base, I then started building upwards using these two mini phalaenopsis going in opposite directions, and then using some pink sweet pea to build up some height. Already at this point, I was loving the shape of it, but I obviously needed to fill it out a little more. Using this really beautiful yellow, it's like a light yellow Oncidium orchid, I created what I call some fluffiness. At this point, I felt like I needed to add a little bit of roundness too, so I added to the side a few more orchids and also some sweet pea. Now, I was trying to figure out what I should do with the hyacinth. Because they are on a wire, I technically can kind of like bend them. And then I was also concerned that you could see kind of the beginning of the wire, which is my bad. I should have made these a little bit like taller, but it's not a problem because I did fill out that empty space with some more flowers, which you can see me kind of doing here. When I started to do this, I also realized that I kind of liked that there was a little bit more fullness at the what I would call like the apex, so where my hand is. For a second, it was looking very like one triangle pointing downward, another triangle pointing upwards, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to feel slightly more rounded. Once I was done with that, I was really liking how this was looking, and so I secured the whole thing with a rubber band. I did rubber band a few times before this, just so you guys know. I used some tape with the first few stems, and then I used maybe 2 other rubber bands. Sometimes bouquets to me call for a long ribbon, not always though. It's only a specific type of bouquet, and I felt like this actually worked. So I added a long ribbon, and this is how she turned out. I'm really happy with how she looks. It honestly looks like nothing I've made before, which is the goal, and I also like it, which is rare. It's rare to make something that I've never made before and also like it. This is definitely something that I would want for myself. I love how fluffy and dainty and soft she feels. And I feel like I achieved my goal of making something different for this first bouquet of the year. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like her, if you hate her. And thank you for watching.